the COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in the closure of many countries, international borders of many countries. So what this means is that this has disrupted the legal pathways for a lot of individuals who try to move from one country to the other. And the general fear is that the disruption of legal pathways will increase the likelihood of individuals trying to use irregular channels in order to migrate. So in this project, what we want to understand is to examine how does the COVID-19 pandemic impacted the intentions of individuals to migrate from the Gambia to Europe through irregular channels, and also compare it with migration to a neighboring country, Senegal. So we use data that we collected before the pandemic in 2019 and during the pandemic, and also in addition to this panel data, we implemented a salient experiment where we randomly vary information about the COVID-19 pandemic. So what we saw from the results is that the COVID-19 pandemic has reduced intentions to migrate for these individuals. And it has reduced it up to approximately 1/3 of the individuals express less willingness to migrate. And when you look at these results is larger for individuals who were not sure of migrating before the pandemic, and also individuals who are coming from poorer households. So these individuals, because of the pandemic, it has reduced their earning capabilities, and we will make these individuals less likely to migrate. Furthermore, when we looked at the salient experiment, what we observe is that make it COVID-19 salient within this context has little impact in terms of intentions. This is in line with the fact that a lot of individuals had already have a lot of information or a lot of knowledge about the COVID-19 pandemic. So giving them more information about this doesn't influence their decision, because they already have enough information about the pandemic to make an informed choice. So overall, what we are able to see is that from the project, even though the pandemic has reduced intentions to migrate of these individuals, overall the general intentions to migrate is still high for these individuals. So even though the pandemic reduced these intentions in general, but when you look at the average respondents, they are willing to migrate irregularly using these channels. And overall, what we can say is that there is still need for us to think about legal pathways for these individuals to be able to migrate without using irregular channels, which are risky, as we know, and a lot of people die along the way.